That makes sense. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jake Willie Silly, man. AKA Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like BZ. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. In the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. You saying just strap up? I mean, you taking a risk too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because girls done gotten pregnant off condoms, bro. Condoms are not 100% protective, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you still taking a risk, but it's less of a risk, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they don't do it, but you know what I mean? They don't do it. You feel me? But it's less of a risk than going, you know what I'm saying, raw or something. But then we got the NBA star who wants to be Morant, man. You know, we got the NBA star who wants to be a gangster. Jamarant, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jamarant was on the run, man. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? But I don't know what it is with Jamarant, man. He gotten better for sure. He gotten better, but it was to a point in time, bro. I'm thinking Jamarant finna be out the league, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. I'm like, bro was literally finna get himself out the league. He finna be a what if. You know what I'm saying? A what if. Hopefully Jamarant is not a what if. You know what I'm saying? The path that he was going down, bro, I thought he was going to be a what if.
For many inner city kids in America, there's a notion of having two options, rap or go to the league. An idea that numerous artists and writers have referenced over the years. It speaks to the only option that kids who grew up in the hood have to make it out and forge a better life for themselves. And for thousands of people who strive to find fortune.
That's such a dumb mindset, rap or go to the league. So you telling me the only thing, rap or go to the league. That's it. That's all, bro. You got so much you can be, bro, other than rapping and going to the freaking league. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. You want me to be real with you, bro? Nigga, half of y'all not making it to the league, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Not trying to crush your dreams, bro, but half of y'all niggas, you know how many NBA players it is in this world? You got like 300 NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Rap, half y'all niggas ain't rapping. Half you niggas can't rap, bro. You know what I mean? So you just saying I just either rap or going to the league, man. I ain't trying to crush your dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, half y'all just ain't making it, man. It's just real. That's just real life. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real with you, man.
The studio or on the court, this was the reality. But what happens when a kid from a small town in North Carolina with a middle-class, two-parent household upbringing decides to start acting like he was from the trenches when the world's eyes are finally on him? Well, the answer is that he heads down a strange path of posturing and potentially life-altering decision-making, which threatens to overshadow their incredible skills on the court.
It's one thing for you to do stupid, idiotic, irresponsible things. It's another thing for you to catch yourself.
And only now, after being taught some harsh lessons, is he starting to see the light. It's your boy Luesta, and this is how Jamarant's wannabe gangster phase almost ruined his career. If you ask Memphis Grizzlies' Jamarant what it's like to be him, he'll inform you that he's always carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders.
How stressful can it be being Jamarant?
Very, and I felt like, you know, I didn't pay enough attention to that, you know, when it got rough, and, you know, I pretty much just let it all build up, and that's why I felt like, you know, I needed, you know, my time away to, you know, better myself and, you know, become a more healthy Ja.
But the truth is that things haven't had to be quite as difficult as he's made them. Born and raised in Dalzell, South Carolina, an area with an airbase and a population of 3,000, whose crime is 41% below the national average, Jamarant's aptitude for basketball first came to the forefront at Crestwood High School. From there, he played in one of the premier teams in Amateur Athletic Union basketball with the South Carolina Hornets, before heading to college to head up 2 seasons with the Murray State Racers. After becoming an All-American, this hotly tipped talent was the 2nd overall pick in the 2019 draft when the Memphis Grizzlies decided to take the chance on him, and courtesy of his incredible season in 2020, he became NBA Rookie of the Year as well as a 2-time All-Star. A point guard who's as versatile as they come, Ja is a generational talent, and now he's living out his father T. Morant's dream too. Accomplishing accomplishing what the former baller who played with Ray Allen at Crestwood High School never managed to.
Like you said, like a friendly guy, like everybody loves him, down to earth, take care of everybody, you know, show everybody, you know, love no matter if he knew you for, you know, years or 3 minutes. He treat everybody the same, and that's, you know, with love and care. And for me, you know, growing up, you know, I always said he was my first hater, so now to see him on the sideline, running up and down, jumping up, cheering, it was different for me as well. But now it's like, all right, now he's kind of, you know, showing me, and now it gave me, you know, even more confidence when I'm out there playing that, all right, if he's cheering and he's happy, then I know I'm doing something right.
Because of all these attributes, Ja earned immense praise for his never say die attitude.
I wonder what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, with Jamarant. Some in my gut, bro, because like I say, he good now. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you feel me? I think. You know what I'm saying? We never know. You know what I mean? Life is unpredictable. You know what I mean? But no, though, man. Some in my gut telling me Jamarant, bro, is going to leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Something telling me, bro, Jamarant is going to get traded. You know what I mean? It's something in my gut. I think it's a future prediction. You know what I mean? I think people need to be like, you know, when he get traded, like Jay predicted it. You know what I mean? It's something in my gut telling me that Jamarant is going to get traded to the who y'all chicken and drums. You play da-da-da-da, to the Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I'm saying? Jamarant to the Los Angeles Lakers, or Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I'm saying? See, and then when I say that, people be looking at me like I'm dumb. You got to understand, we get who we want to get. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. We run the league. Simple as that. We're the face of the league. Simple as that. If we want Giannis, we're going to get him. If we want Jamarant, we're going to get him. You know what I'm saying? We get anybody who the freak we want to get. That right there should have showed you with that Luka Doncic trade. Nobody's safe from the Lakers. I repeat, nobody's safe.
Abilities on the hardwood.
He talks the talk and then goes out there and says, give me the damn ball. I ain't hiding. You remember this, the historian that you are, Mad Dog. When you look at George Karl, for example, former great coach, Seattle, Milwaukee, various other places, and tremendous coach.
Nigga say your Heat getting KD. Bro, see, one thing I don't like about y'all people, bro, is that you steady, like, rumors. Bro, it's rumors he's going to the Spurs. It's rumors he's going to the Heat. Bro, you think I don't see the rumors, bro? It's rumors, bro. It's not for certain that he's going to the Heat. That don't make no sense, nigga, going to the dumb, trash Miami Heat. That don't make no sense. It's rumors he's going to the Timberwolves. That's not facts, bro. You know what I mean? That he's going to the Heat. It's not facts. It's just rumors, bro.
Let's not forget that.
Why the frick we want to go to Miami Heat?
You got a whole bunch.
See what just happened to y'all last season?
They want to be max guys. They want the money, but they don't want the moment. They don't want the max moment. They don't want that moment that defines what greatness is all.
That's worse than the Suns.
Ja Morant is the kind of dude, he wants that moment. As he said, he wants the smoke. He's walking up the chimney. They want all of it. Even when he missed that game-winning shot in game one, it's your willingness to take it. The fact that everybody knows, don't even think about shooting the damn ball. We got to get into this dude because this dude will have a heart attack if you don't give it to him. He wants the moment. And when you look at stars in the NBA, that's what really personifies who they are. LeBron in the latter years, not the earlier years, in the latter years. Definitely so. D-Wade, definitely so. Kobe, definitely so. You look, Steph Curry,
Kobe,
Kevin Durant, people like that. This is what you see. This is why Klay Thompson is going into the Hall of Fame one day, because you saw Game 6 when he hits, 3-pointers and drops 41 points and stuff like that. Moments define stardom, and this is what Ja Morant is not hesitant to give you.
I know y'all see me make that face about Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson is a Hall of Famer, bro. You know, I'm not gonna act like prime Klay Thompson wasn't like that, you feel me? He just fell off, you know what I mean? But we can't forget the prime. We can't forget the prime. But when we talk about Hall of Fame, the one player that pisses me off, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, and people talk about him being in the Hall of Fame is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is not touching the first ballot, second ballot. It don't matter what ballot. Derrick Rose is not a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? That pisses me off when people even try to say that he is. He had a short prime, whether you like it or not. And a lot of y'all, bro, nostalgic, bro. Nostalgic, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had a good prime, youngest MVP, bro. His prime was short. You know what I mean? It was a good prime, bro, but he didn't do nothing for real in the league. He only really still in the league. He was still in the league. He retired now, but he was only still in the league, bro, because his that little short, good prime that he had, bro. You know what I mean? But he's not a Hall of Famer, bro. He had a short little prime. I understand, bro. It was a good prime. But he just, sucked.
He seems to know what
after
it
that.
requires, and that's part of being a face of a franchise.
He sucked after that injury. He just sucked.
After striking deals with Nike and Powerade,
He's not like Russell Westbrook, who was consistent throughout his whole career. He wasn't like that.
Ja's demonstrable value to the league meant that by July 2022, he was essentially set for life on the financial front by inking a 5-year, $183 million extension with the Grizzlies. But from almost the moment that contract was inked, the Grizzlies would be wondering if they made a mistake, as now that he had more money than he ever needed, Morant's focus drifted in ways that no one, including the team, would have imagined, and left people wondering why this kid from South Carolina seemed intent on destroying everything he had built. Among all the accolades Ja received, the one he likely valued the most was being name-dropped in hip-hop tracks, joining the ranks of basketball stars immortalized in rap. Artists would always reference him in their lyrics, solidifying his presence in the culture. A devoted hip-hop fan himself, Ja has even admitted that he listens almost exclusively to trap music before stepping on the court.
Top 3 artists to see up to before games.
Young boy, baby, money back. And a little bit of that shiesty big brr.
And while it's not exactly unusual for NBA stars to love hip-hop, Ja started taking it one step further. Suddenly, he was talking like he was a boastful rapper on a track about their opponents before achieving anything.
Who do you look at around the league as you're studying and say, we're gonna have to run through them?
Ain't gonna lie, she knows she fine though. I ain't gonna lie, it's something about her. She really like fine. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Celtics.
No one in the West.
Nah,
I'm fine in the West.
I'm fine in the West.
Ain't gonna lie, boy. Hey, boy, that's an iconic saying right there, John. Ain't gonna lie, that's funny right there. I'm gonna keep it real with you, John, bro. That's iconic, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine in the West. I ain't never gonna forget that. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Who do you look at around the league as you're studying and say, we're gonna have to run through them?
Celtics.
No one in the West.
Nah, I'm fine in the West.
Overconfidence, or as Klay Thompson put it,
You can't talk dynasty when you haven't won before.
Hey, man, look, I'm gonna keep it G with you, G. Shut the heck up. Like I said, Klay Thompson, bro, you was good, bro, no cap. You know what I mean? But without Curry and without KD, nigga, you was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it G with you. You feel me? Without Curry and without KD, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, you wouldn't have that foe. I don't give a damn about what you talking about. Klay was hard, don't get me wrong. But you know Curry and KD was the main reason why you got them foe, nigga. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the difference between you and Ja Morant. Ja Morant has to lead his team to the finals. Nigga, you didn't have to lead. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. 2 rings, you didn't have to lead. Nigga, 4 rings, you didn't have to lead. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between Ja Morant and you, nigga. You ain't never been a superstar on you never been the leader on your team. You always been Robin. You know what I mean? When KD was there, nigga, you wasn't Batman or Robin, nigga. You was Clay, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that was 2 rings you won. You feel me? So I'm like, you can't talk. I'm like, yeah, you got 4 rings, bro, but bro, you never led a team. I promise you, Clay, bro, you're not the type to lead a team. If you didn't have Curry or KD, bro, you're not leading no team. You see how you is now, bro? You see how you is now? This is Clay when he don't have Curry. This is Clay when he don't have KD. Everybody trying to blame it on injury. Nah, this is just how this nigga is when he don't have, when he ain't got that it factor no more. That's how he is. He ain't got KD no more. He ain't got Curry no more. So that is him. He could have stayed with the Golden State Warriors, y'all. But it wasn't the money that he wanted. Negro, please. You know what I'm saying? Negro, please. You feel me? They wasn't finna give you that type of money you thought you was worth. So the nigga left because he, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason that nigga left. He left because of the money, bro. He didn't leave because he won. He left because of the money. Thought nigga finna pay him what he thought he was worth. Nigga, you ain't worth that no more, nigga. Time to move on, nigga.
I don't think people realize how hard that is.
Man, Clay is this.
I mean,
all Clay is this.
Your body. And I thought that was premature talk, to talk.
Off the court, Ja began to adopt a brand new image too. Suddenly decked out in jewelry from rappers' favorites like Johnny Dang, he began flashing diamond grills.
Get this,
at
bro.
press
I just don't get it.
How much money? Like 30K. If you do the diamonds, you gotta go big. You feel me? There you go.
Now this
I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't understand the satisfaction when it come to jewelry. I don't get it. I don't give a damn how much money I got. I know a lot of y'all probably like, bro, he a millionaire, bro. He can do that, Jay. Nigga, I don't care if I was a trillionaire. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna forget where I came from. I'm never gonna forget. Right now, nigga, 30K a lot does now. Now when a nigga get money, that nigga act like he forgot how to act. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't buy that jewelry, nigga, if you was middle class. You ain't think about looking at it. Now see you got money. Yeah, let me go get that 30K right there, man. 30K jewelry right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get that Lamborghini right there, man. I'm not saying don't get nothing nice. Yeah, get something nice, but dang, how I think, nigga, if you wouldn't buy it when you didn't have no money, nigga, don't buy it now. You know what I mean? Straight up, nigga, jewelry, unless if you ain't trying to reinvest it, if you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, flip it, the freak I'm spending 30K on jewelry for. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, look at these earrings, nigga. You know what I mean? Look at these earrings. You feel me? How much you think these cost? These $10, nigga. Jay gonna rock them $10 earrings. No, I mean, that's forever. Nigga, I ain't spending over 20 on earrings. Look at that, still blang, blang, blang. Look at them earring right there. Blang, a blang, blang, a blang, blang. Oh my God. 20 earrings, but them $20 earrings, $10 earrings flash like 1,000, boy, straight up. And my ear don't turn green, you know what I mean?
Immediately ring alarm bell.
Think I'm finna spend 30,000 on some earrings? Negro, please.
Is one thing, but the problem comes when you try to inhibit the lifestyles of those gangster rappers whose experiences you're only familiar with through your car stereo speakers. And sure enough, this is what Jamarant was about to do, complete with guns, gang signs, and getting himself suspended from the sport he loves over stupid decisions. It was around September 2022 when things really started to go off the rails. At a time where he had a new signature Nike shoe, a top-selling jersey, and playing an instrumental role in providing the Grizzlies with the second best record in the Western Conference, stories of Ja embracing his inner thug started coming to light. For starters, security at a Memphis mall told police that Morant threatened him during an altercation in the parking lot. This came about after his mom had
snitching over a threat?
A fellow Finish Line employee, prompting Morant to arrive with a massive entourage. As the group was leaving the premises, Ja Morant reportedly said, "Let me find out what time he gets off," while the guard said that he felt threatened by the statement from Ja Morant. But this was only the beginning. In September of 2022,
that nigga seen the opportunity, nigga. And it ain't snitching, like I said, it ain't snitching because you a civilian, so it ain't snitching. But nigga just saw the opportunity, nigga. If it was a regular nigga, you wouldn't call the police. But nigga seen, oh, Ja Morant threatened me. Call the police. You know what I mean? He threatened me. It's all there.
It was widely reported online that Ja punched a 17-year-old during a pickup game, which left a large knot on the side of his head. Despite claiming that Ja hit me like 12 to 13 times, Morant later admitted that he swung first after the kid threw a ball at his head. But what Ja didn't reveal was that he wasn't exactly ready to let it go. According to a report, the teenager told detectives from the Shelby County Sheriff's Office that after the fight, Morant went into his house and re-emerged with a gun visible in the waistband of his pants, his hands on the weapon. Then he allegedly threatened, "I'm gonna come back and light this place up like fireworks." Fortunately, his father stepped in before things escalated any further. His dad was yelling at him like, "No, no, no, go back in the house." His lawyer, Jim Tanner, dismissed the claims, calling them unsubstantiated rumors and gossip, and arguing that they were put out by people motivated to tear Ja down and tarnish his reputation.
Niggas, I'm gonna come back and light that junk.
And at the time, everyone seemed willing to give Ja the benefit of the doubt. After all, it's not like it's the first time that someone has concocted a story to try and extort a famous athlete out of their hard-earned cash. But the problem is that his appetite for gunplay was about to become all too clear. After a hard-fought loss, in which Morant got into it with some staff at the arena, someone in Morant's vehicle allegedly pointed the laser sight of a gun towards members of the Indiana Pacers' organization. And after the cumulative weight of all these stories came down, people began to look at Ja a little sideways. And almost straight away, some people were ready to write him off once and for all. This clown is a thug, a highly paid thug. Others showed little sympathy and believed that he was simply trying to do something he wasn't.
Ja Morant is a prime example of a man that's living his teenage identity as a grown man. You know, when he's struggling with his identity. Right. His father played with Ray Allen. His mother was a softball player, so we know in the forefront of the house it was sports. He's growing up, he's watching people, he wanted to be tough, and now he's messing up the bag. He's a bad example, and he on his ass.
He fucked up the, he's fucking up the bag. He's actively fucking
so they said that
trying to fuck up the bag.
Suddenly, the kid who was so humble when he was given his opportunity at the NBA draft and spent years training in the backyard with his father to get there, was embodying a life far removed from his. And this extended to his fondness on social media too, prone to sharing stories of him and his friends wilding out, Ja initially didn't see a problem with what he was doing.
And you were certainly the topic of a bunch of things on social media because you were going on IG Live and showing everyone the fun you were having. What did you think about the reaction that people had to you being on IG Live?
That's a good question. I honestly just feel like, you know, in my job, my profession, that I feel like, you know, people kind of think, you know, we're not human as well. Like,
straight up,
sure
though,
I'm not
bro.
the only one who goes and have a drink. But because I'm on IG Live and fans.
I'm telling you, bro, like, that jump be crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with Shawty on his lap, everything just televised more because he's famous, bro. You know what I mean? Like, people do that junk every day. You know what I mean? But just because it's jamarant, you know what I'm saying? No, don't do that. You can't do that. You're perfect. This nigga's still a human being. Like, bro is a human. I don't know why y'all niggas don't, like, understand. This man is a human being. It's no different from you. Just what your jackass self do. But guess what? Nobody cares about what you do. So what you doing, you know what I'm saying, ain't televised like he doing. That nigga going on live drinking. You know what I'm saying? Let a regular person do that. Nobody ain't gonna say nothing. But you lit, boy. That boy lit. Ja Morant doing, what the freak are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Why are you going live, bro? You should be working. Real athletes know, nigga, like, nigga get the work done, nigga enjoying his life. Yeah, like, bro cannot enjoy his life. Damn, I can't get a drink. I can't go on live. You know what I'm saying? I can't enjoy myself, nigga. You think a nigga work 24/7?
Around the world, you know, see it. I feel like they kind of, you know, blew it up like, you know, some was, you know, Ja having the time of his life, you know, he's living, which, you know, I feel like I should, you know. I achieved my dream. I feel like every day you should celebrate life, especially if you wake up that morning. I feel like you can, you know, you can never take life for granted.
But his mom warned him about lashing out at fans.
It really be my mom. She be trying to, you know, get me off of Twitter all the time. Like, don't even go on Twitter. Don't look at your phone like that. And, you know, I be seeing people talking all the time before games, after games, and I normally don't say too much, you know, before. Sometimes I want to, but, you know, I'll be like, nah, we got to lock in on the game. Like, you know, just let them win, you know, do the talk, bro. So then after the fact, if we win now, I can say whatever I want.
Because many times,
talk,
Ja strayed a little too far from mocking his haters to making actual threats or talking like he was raised in Compton. Ja, why do you get on here thugging? You are rich. Cause the money won't ever change me. Been on that. Still on that. Forever on that. Don't ever speak on it. It's free to see how hollows feel. With the average NBA viewer's patience wearing thin, people began to compare Ja to Papa Doc, the bad guy from Eminem's 8 Mile who acts tough, and then is later revealed to have gone to a good school and whose parents have a real good marriage. On the other hand, people found it straight
Dang, nigga, parents can't have a real good marriage no more? Dang, gang. Parents can't, niggas can't even grow up in the two-parent household no more. Oh, shoot, man. But I'm telling you, it really be jealousy, bro. I'm telling you. It be jealousy, bro. These folks be jealous. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dang, but niggas can't grow up in a two-parent household no more, so nigga can't have his daddy and his mama no more. He gotta have his mama, right? He just gotta have his mama. He gotta have his dad. But y'all see what I be saying? Y'all see how the world think? Y'all see what I be saying? Gotta escape that, bro. You gotta understand, bro. You gotta just start looking at the world like this world is dumb. The world is full of jackasses. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I've just understood about people. People are really dumb. People are really weird. You know what I'm saying? It's more weird people in this world than unweird people. This is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all, bro, they think because everybody think that way that it's the right way to think. That's how the world is. Everybody think this way, so must be right. Just a whole bunch of jackasses and weird folks just coming together. That's all it is, bro. Little weird folks that just think the same. You know what I mean? Niggas can't even grow up in a house where his mom and dad together. It'd be jealousy. That's what it be. You know what I mean? Nigga don't know his dad, so he finna make this nigga feel bad for having a dad. I can't help that your dad wasn't in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't help that your dad wasn't in your life, bro, and my dad was. You know what I'm saying? I can't help that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You ain't finna make me feel bad behind my mom and my dad, bro. I get up here and say, my mom and dad were married for 30 plus years. Grateful for that, no cap. I'm sorry, bro, if you don't know your dad, bro. I'm sorry if you don't know your mama, bro. I'm sorry, bro. My fault, bro.
embarrassing to watch him abandon his real upbringing for a fake persona. It's cringe to see someone raised the right way suddenly claiming a street life.
I don't be getting these
The
niggas,
obsession
bro.
with looking tough is getting out of hand. Despite the tide of public opinion churning,
You ain't different, bro, because you got a single parent household, bro. I told you your parents were just jackasses. That's it, bro. Your parents were just a jackass. You know what I'm saying? Your mama was a jackass. Your daddy was a jackass. Your dad, and I'm saying this, bro, and I'm not trying to be hard. Your daddy just didn't want you, nigga. That's the only difference between you and me. My dad wanted me. Your dad didn't, nigga. You know what I'm saying? My dad stood on his business. Your dad didn't. Your dad said, "The heck with this little baby." That's the only difference between me and you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your mom busted open for a no good nigga. My mom busted open for a good nigga. That's the only difference, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Dang.
He decided not to back down.
Your
But
parents were just stupid.
He was seen in the nightclub.
Your parents just some stupid niggas. Yo, this nigga's tweaking.
He was seen in the nightclub with a pistol. And if he thought that people were heated at all his posturing before, this made things 10 times worse. Particularly when people would kill him.
How long I been streaming, y'all? How long I been streaming?
What bothers me the most is not him ruining his own career, but that young men will watch this and look up to his behavior. Even without the millions, all it takes is one bad choice.
Hang on, I don't like niggas like this. I'm 51 years old, black male. I got caught up. Nobody cares. Like, I'm not even finna read that comment. Like, nobody cares about your story, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, nigga. It ain't that deep. That nigga's still in the league. That nigga ain't you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. Franklin, Morant, Jimerson, 95. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about your life story, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bro is still in the league. You know what I mean? He ain't finna be like you, Franklin. Just because you turned out to be that way, that don't mean he gonna be that way. No, hey, they don't care about your life story, nigga. We ain't finna read all that.
Change for the better, even if it takes changing your circle of so-called friends. And almost immediately, the backlash turned into punishment.
Hours after the Grizzlies basketball game,
oh yeah, Adam Silver don't play that.
Instagram inside of a club holding what appears to be a
don't play that
in his hand while listening to music. The post comes at a time where Morant is facing heavy scrutiny for a string of off-the-court incidents. In one case, he's accused of punching a teenage boy during a pickup basketball game. Morant is also accused of threatening a security guard at a Memphis mall this past summer. Regarding this latest incident, the Grizzlies announced that Morant will be away from the team for at least 2 games following the controversial Instagram post. Moments ago, Morant issued a statement through his agent saying, quote, "I take full responsibility for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being."
As pressure mounted on the Grizzlies to do something about it, the NBA intervened and handed him an
nigga. Judge just killed this nigga.
Pressure mounted on the Grizzlies to do something about it. The NBA intervened and handed him an 8-game suspension for conduct detrimental to the league. In the aftermath, Ja entered therapy and claimed he was intent on working on himself. And in his first interview before returning, he inferred that he had to cut ties with his inner circle over what went down.
For sure.
Loyalty, but I had, like I said, have to be there for myself. I have to put myself in good position. So I have to find out who's really for me and who's going to help me be in good positions at all times. And that's the decisions I had to make. Decisions I felt good about and very comfortable about. That I'm gonna be in a positive light now with everything that I've made, everything that I've learned in my 2 weeks.
And in a less than gangster move, Ja also said it wasn't his gun.
Whose gun were you holding?
Well, the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence, but I take full responsibility for my actions. Made a bad mistake, and I can see the image that I painted over myself with my recent mistakes. But in the future, I'm gonna show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change this narrative that everybody got painted over me.
Above all, Ja's main intention with the interview was to suggest that miraculous change had happened during his time away from the court, which had cost him about $669,000 in forfeited salary.
Pretty much just trying to be free. You know, I used that as an escape, which I shouldn't have. And I feel like that's the reason, you know, I made many, you know, bad decisions, you know, in my past, which doesn't, you know, pretty much describes me, doesn't describe Ja as a person. You know, I'm a totally different person, you know, than what's been shown, you know, in the media. And, you know, that's my job now. That's why I took that time away to, you know, become a better Ja, so everybody really can, you know, see who Ja really is. And,
I mean, nigga made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't Jesus. It's just certain things you just can't do. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, bro, you know, making a mistake, doing the same thing over and over again ain't a mistake. You know what I'm saying? That's just a jackass at that point. You know what I mean? But bro made a mistake, so, you know, learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Learn from the mistake. You feel me? Because for me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a type of nigga, I just know not to fly. You gotta move a certain type of way, bro, when you in that type of light. You can't move like a regular nigga. Going on live, bro, something you shouldn't do. You know what I mean? Going on live. Just, if you gonna do that, bro, you gonna have guns and doing what you're doing, bro, just stay off the internet. It's so easy to stay off the internet. Just stay off the internet. You know, like, that phone, bro, can be your biggest downfall, bro. No bap, bro. That phone could be your worst enemy. No cap. You know, just put the phone down, bro, and do what you do.
In the interview with Jalen Rose, Morant put his BR skills to work. He said all the right things and provided the right sound bites to put forth the message that he was a new and improved Ja. But there was immediate skepticism from his fans. It took him 10 days to memorize the answers he needed to give the media.
So I'm saying, y'all, look at this, bro. Like, dang, bro. That's what I'm saying, y'all. See what I'm saying? Dang. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't even, dang, bro. Can't do right in some people.
Never seemed mentally stressed.
Like this, like, look at this.
A publisher once said, "Don't believe what a person says. Believe what they do."
Like, this nigga right here, Darren Glover. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be so, you know what I'm saying? A great philosopher once said, "Don't believe what a person says. Believe what they do." This interview is not the end of the world. Nigga, shut your sinful self up. You was a sinful human being. Shut the freak up. Nigga probably did worse than this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga probably screw up all day, every day. Your screw ups just ain't public, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, nigga, a lot of y'all, look, he probably saying this and he probably, look, a lot of people be saying stuff and they don't even be living by what they saying. A great philosopher once said, "Don't believe what a person says, believe what they do." You know what I mean? This nigga probably be screwing up his life too. It just ain't televised. You worry about your dang self. Worry about your life before you speak on somebody else's life. Cause that boy he's still doing his thing though. He ain't out the NBA. He's still making them M's. He's still doing this thing though. Worry about your own life, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Courtesy of his recent antics, all eyes
Shut
were
up.
on Ja when he returned to the court, particularly after all of his online posturing and other.
And then look, and then No Love Jalen, whatever your name is, No Love Jalen, he lying, Jay. Okay, if he was lying, you act like you never lied before. You know what I'm saying? You lying right now. You probably lying right now saying that he lying. How you know that nigga was lying? He probably really meant that. But you projecting your feelings, how you feel, onto him. So you just lied right there. How you know this nigga wasn't sincere? He lied, Jay.
Growing up crip.
Nigga just lied right there.
Here in the first half, 17 points for Jamarant. Coming up on the meta.
After all that happened, Ja had a second chance to prove that he wasn't the wannabe gangster that everyone feared, and this was merely a lapse in judgment.
Oh my God.
Or more accurately, several lapses in judgment. But those hopes all came crashing down when he did it again just 2 months later.
Memphis Grizzlies star Jamarant has been suspended.
Second. I ain't gonna lie, your friend weird.
2 months later.
Memphis
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, like, bro, why would you show? He didn't even have a camera that time. Like, why would you show? You know, bro had a gun. Why would you show him, bro? Why would you show him? Like, why would you flip the camera down? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You would have been cut off. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. I would have cut you off, bro.
But those hopes all came.
Nigga like that, you can't have around
when he
you, bro.
did it
Look at this
again
nigga.
just
Freak you. Why would you, like, You know what I'm saying? Turn the camera to this nigga.
2 months later.
No one, bro,
Memphis
just went
Grizzlies star Jamarant has been suspended for a second time after once again appearing to flash a gun on social media.
Bro, that ain't his fault, bro.
Circulated on Saturday night. It shows Morant with what appears to be a handgun while he's riding in a friend's car. Yesterday, the Grizzlies said they were aware of the video and suspended Morant from all team activities pending league review. In March, Morant was suspended for 8 games after he was seen holding a gun inside a nightclub on Instagram.
Bro, y'all talking about he never learned, but I don't even know him, bro. That was on his partner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga wasn't even holding the phone, bro. His partner turned the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't on bro at all. You know what I'm saying? That was his freaking partner, bro. His little goofy partner, bro, turned the camera over to him, bro.
Morant did not immediately respond to it.
Nigga wasn't even holding the phone.
Instantly banned from all team activities, Ja would end up receiving a huge 25-game ban. Ja Morant's decision to once again wield a firearm on social media is alarming and disconcerting, given his similar conduct in March, for which he was already suspended 8 games, said NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. The potential for other young people to emulate Ja's conduct is particularly concerning. Under these circumstances,
Adam Silver, shut your stupid self up.
Games is appropriate. It makes clear that
I don't like Adam Silver, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Behavior with guns will,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I don't like you, 'cause I don't know you, bro. But all I'm saying is, bro, like, bro, the way the NBA running right now, bro, we need David Stern back, bro. We need to resurrect him. We need to resurrect David Stern. You know what I mean? Because this nigga right here don't know what the freak he doing.
For Ja, basketball needs to take a back seat at this time. Prior to his return to play, he will be required to formulate and fulfill a program with the league that directly addresses the circumstances that led him to repeat this destructive behavior. While Adam Silver's concerns
seem
constructive, the frustration that was felt by others over such a talented kid trading it in just to act tough was so overwhelming that it boiled over into anger. For one thing, he was taken to task by Joe Budden and the crew for discarding his real image in favor of the veneer of gang life that he was now enlisted.
I know your upbringing wasn't that bad because you got all your teeth. You ain't veneers, you got your natural all your teeth, nigga.
Favor of the veneer.
First niggas, you know what I'm saying? Okay. First, you can't have a 2-parent household. First, that was first. First, you can't have a 2-parent household. Now you can't have teeth. Yeah, I got my teeth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Now you gotta have raggedy mouth now. You know what I mean? In order to be like that, your parents can't have a good marriage. You cannot have a 2-parent household in order to be like that. In order to be like that, that's how the world think, y'all. In order to be like that, you cannot have a 2-parent household. Your parents cannot have a good marriage, nigga. Your dad gotta be a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? Your dad gotta be a deadbeat. And your mama gotta be a single mother. You cannot have a 2-parent household. Another thing, how you not like that? You can't have all your teeth. You gotta have a raggedy mouth. Nigga, if you got straight teeth, nigga, you're not like that. Oh, I guess I ain't like that then. You know what I'm saying? Parental rights. This not veneers, you know what I mean? This my real teeth, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're not like that. You gotta have a raggedy mouth. You know what I'm saying? 2-parent households and raggedy mouths.
Year of gang life that he was now enlisted.
I know your upbringing wasn't that bad because you got all your teeth. You ain't veneers, you got your natural all your teeth, nigga. 32 of them.
And his dad's at every game, like you said.
And your dreads look good, nigga.
Yeah.
Your locks look good.
Go to Jamaica.
Nick can't take care of locks now. It's something new. Nick can't take care of locks. Nick can't take care of locks now. So basically, a nigga gotta be raggedy. A nigga gotta be a stank nigga. A nigga gotta be an ugly nigga. You know what I'm saying? To be like that, he gotta be an ugly and stank nigga.
Make it with them dreads. I'm just saying, like, your dad is at every game. Your dad lives next door. Talk about Steven.
Okay, bro, because his dad want to support him, bro. Okay, cool. Joe Budden, it sound like you got veneers in your mouth. It sound like you got your head beat in when you was little. That's what it sound like. It sound like you know what I'm saying, your head was nappy. You know, you was a nappy-headed little boy. You know what I'm saying? Your teeth was raggedy. And it sound like your dad didn't go to your game. It sound personal, bro. It sound real personal. You know what I mean? It sounded real personal, Joe Budden.
Adams is on your team. Talk about discipline.
And in sports pundit circles, individuals like Shannon Sharp felt that he could only learn his lesson the hard way.
Skip, I think a lot of people say I wanted me to come out here today and say I'm surprised.
Hey, I ain't heard about Shannon Sharp in a minute. Hey, y'all, where's Shay Shay at? Where's Shay Shay? Now, I mean, ever since that, that lawsuit went down, I ain't heard about Shay Shay in a minute. What the freak Shay Shay at, man? I ain't gonna lie, Shay Shay disappeared, did he? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think Shay Shay disappeared. What the freak Shay Shay at? You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear about Shay Shay in a minute.
I'm disappointed in Ja's behavior, and I'm not. I said before, the best apology is change behavior. And when he was going through all this diatribe about what he'd learned about being away from the game, Skip, and how important it was to him, I say I see better than I hear. I heard everything Ja said. Now I say, now moving forward, I'm going to see if the behavior meets what he said. And clear, Rattle. And so at this point in time, Skip, where I am, I'm not even upset at Ja. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. I'm not embarrassed. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted by the people that defended him.
Dude is a living example of how to fumble a bag. Dylan Brooks, I'ma be the biggest clown in the NBA. Jamarant, hold my gun. Then there was the testimony of people who had really been in those shoes he seems so eager to fill. As the second suspension was handed down, he was taken to task for throwing up crip and other incidents by Keyshawn Johnson, a former wide receiver in the NFL who was really about that life in his youth. In fact, when he was just in 8th grade, Keyshawn spent 9 months in the California youth facility after being arrested for possession of marijuana, cocaine, and a concealed handgun. To him, the whole thing just made no sense.
He shouldn't be there, man. I grew up in the streets of Los Angeles in the ghetto. Okay, I grew up around gangs and gun violence. I've been shot before. My sisters have been shot before. That's not it. It just really isn't. You.
Hey, boy. What the heck your family do to them niggas on the other side? You been shot before? Your sister's been shot before? Golly, boy. You know what I'm saying? Who you beefing with? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to brag about. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You should have did some prayers. Should have had some deep prayers about that right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll brag about that gang. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll still be on the lookout for them niggas that shot me and my sisters. That nigga say he got shot. His sister's been shot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. No, you need to brag about that. You need some prayer, nigga. You need some prayer. But when it come to you, gang, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? My pops just like you. I ain't gonna lie. My pops be pissing me off. Nigga, I'm from the hood. Nigga, I'm from the projects, nigga. Man, nigga. You been out the hood and the projects how long, nigga? You know what I'm saying? All that hood and projects, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Kid, where you from, nigga? You know what I'm saying? My pops just like this nigga. Nigga, you been out the hood and projects for how long? You ain't no freaking hood nigga no more. You not no street nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about what the freak you was. Boy, you made it to the NFL. You rich now. No more of that, Keyshawn. No more.
Okay, I grew up around gangs and gun violence. I've been shot before. My sisters have been shot before. That's not it. It just really isn't. You, and I'm not even talking about the money, but you put yourself in a position, because first of all, you're not from the streets. So let's stop that. Let's just stop it. That's why people that are from the streets are kind of ticked off about his behavior, because they would die to be in his shoes. And any
man, them niggas that's from the streets, they got other things to worry about. You know what I mean? They need to worry about not dying. No, I need to worry about not going to jail. Don't need to worry about job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. All bro did was flash a gun. I ain't gonna count. It ain't that deep. I just feel like, Keyshawn, what you really want to do, I feel like you just want people to know you was from the streets. I feel like you want, I feel like for me, I feel like you want people to know you've been shot. Your sister's been shot. Nigga, I don't know why you telling us that. I don't give a F, nigga. I don't care about your sister being shot. I don't care about you being shot. That nigga hold a gun up on Instagram Live, bro. That's all he did. The second time he hold up a gun, bro, it wasn't his fault, bro. His friend turned over the phone to him. It wasn't his fault. Know what I mean? Nigga, shut your goofy self up, nigga. Like I said, them street niggas, they need to worry about some other things. They need to worry about, they got other fish to fry than Ja. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to worry about Ja. They need to worry about they gonna make a home tomorrow. They need to worry about they gonna get picked up tomorrow. That's what they need to worry about. They don't need to worry about no Ja. They got other fish to fry.
To put itself in this position, you don't do nothing but alienate.
Know what I'm saying? Nigga just flashed the gun. Then nigga started going deep about Ish, man. I'm like, bro, shut the freak up, twin.
Individuals and make them mad. When you having fun or whatever you doing, but you out there looking real silly instead of saying, nah, you know what, that's not what I want to do. I just want to play basketball. He's a basketball player. He needs to really, and there's people around him, they need to really get him to understand, man, you play basketball. You don't want that life right there, that club, guns, alcohol, that's not it.
Another individual individual who warned him that life was nothing to take a field trip into was Brick Baby, a Crip member who suggested that what he was
Hey, bro, nigga don't need all that advice, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty sure he got his own people telling him what the freak going on. Bro. He ain't in that junk no more, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all niggas ain't no OGs, bro. Nigga don't need to hear nothing from none of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Why everybody nigga wanna give a nigga advice? You know what I mean? Nigga don't need no advice from no Brick Baby nigga. I don't need no advice from no K-Sean. I don't need no advice from Shannon Sharp. I got a pops for that, bro. Like all this little advice. Same thing about Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? Niggas Bow Wow. All these other niggas trying to get this nigga advice about his girl. Like, bro, shut the freak up. Nigga don't need your advice about nothing, nigga. You ain't my big homie, nigga. Don't got no big homie, nigga. Freak, nigga. Need you to give me no advice about nothing, little nigga.
Doing was the polar opposite of the route anyone who's really about that life wants to take.
You know, he got a $200 million contract.
Yeah, what the fuck you want to live like a rapper for? If you ain't from the trenches, why do you get money and want to live like this where you from? And everybody that's in the trenches want to be like you. The fuck are you even doing? You got $200 million. We know it's a gun somewhere around you. You got security outside of your homeboys or whoever. And then nobody even bringing light to the fact that this bitch ass nigga Ja, they told him it wasn't his gun. Oh, it wasn't even my gun in the video. So who gun was it, Ja?
And for those inside the NBA, it's
nigga, it wasn't his gun, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Freak you talking about, nigga. He said it wasn't gun. He didn't say who it was. He said it wasn't his gun, though, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
there were concerns over not only his career, but his safety.
I get tired of y'all internet niggas.
Some of the things that he finds himself engaged in with the company that he keeps, with
you know this nigga gonna say something. I knew you was gonna come up here, bro.
And obviously he feels compelled.
I knew Stephen A. Smith. I knew you was gonna come
around him. And so that brings into question all of those things that I just mentioned that, again, I'm not at liberty to speak on, but I can tell you this. I'm from the streets of New York City, and a lot of players I know are from the streets, period. And I can tell you that people within the NBA community are not just concerned about Jamarant playing basketball. They're concerned about whether or not he's going to be alive in 5 years.
These niggas be funny. These niggas be cracking me the freak up, bro. Niggas tell me he gonna be alive. Hey, boy, it's really crazy. Niggas gonna be alive, but these niggas be talking, boy. You gonna be alive in the next 5 years, Stephen A. Oh, shoot, boy. Boy, one thing about the internet, but they gonna overreact, ain't it, boy? You know what I'm saying? They gonna overreact. That nigga say he gonna be alive in the next 5 years. God, at least Stephen A. We going all the way to the ocean. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna stay at the shore with it. That's what I'm talking about. He ain't gonna be alive in that 5 years. D. You know what I'm saying? I'm flashing a gun on IG. That's what we get for real. Dang, Stephen A. I ain't know it was that deep, man. We ain't stay at the shore, but we went all the way to the ocean with it, ain't it? But
I can tell you that people within the NBA community are not just concerned about Jamarant playing basketball. They're concerned about whether or not he's going to be alive because of the environments that he finds himself around and the situations he finds himself confronted by. It's a serious matter, and it's something that I think that the NBA and everybody that knows anything about the kind of things that are going on with him find themselves concerned about.
Wow. Others were less grim about the whole thing and simply wished to give advice. At a time when it was the hottest issue in the sports world, Lil Wayne used his own life experiences to discuss how Ja was living up to the wrong expectations.
Hey, everybody got something to say, bro. Shut the freak up. Golly. They got Lil Wayne. Hey, shut up.
You know, what is I was like, what's the necessity part of doing that? What's that, posting yourself, saying this look what I'm doing. I was like, what I mean by that is because I'm trying to, quote, do the cliche, put myself in his shoes, understand it. And I was like, so the best I can do without them answering, before they answered that question, I told them where I was at with it. I said, so the best I best I could do is remember when I was younger and my home, my squad, y'all, my niggas around me, and we at the age where they don't have money. So if I was going through something at that point in time, something public like what Slime going through, I could imagine the rebellious attitude I would have if my homies is egging that attitude on.
Right. But unlike most people, Weezy actually suggested his gangster credentials might have been realer than most people were giving him credit for.
Cause he ain't no thug. Cause he ain't in the street. He ain't about that. You know, gang, you don't want that. How y'all know? You don't want. Y'all know that boy? Y'all know that boy? Cause
bro, thank you, bro. Finally, we got a nigga that talking like for real. Know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm telling you, Weezy, bro, they swear because a nigga ain't from the streets that a nigga ain't like that, bro. They swear that everybody that's like that from the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? They swear. If you ain't grow up in the streets, you ain't grow up in the hood, you not like that. Like a nigga won't put these 5 fingers across your face. Like a nigga won't debt you if you played with him. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I told you right now, I'm in the suburbs right now. I don't care if you from the streets. I don't care if you from the hood. I don't care where you from. You play with me, but I'm going to put these 5 fingers across your face. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I'm going to show you, gang, for real. You know what I mean? Nigga be talking like, I ain't know a nigga personally. Like, I'm like, you don't even know this nigga. This nigga job dead for the probably slap the brakes off one of y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nigga job probably dead a nigga for real. You don't know this nigga, bro. Like, stop speaking like you know a nigga, bro. You nigga be getting on these podcasts and ESPN talking like you know a nigga. You don't know a nigga from a can of paint, bro. Nigga probably ain't grow up in that lifestyle. That mean bro ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that boy, bro.
Might have been realer than most people were giving him credit for.
Cause he ain't no thug. Cause he ain't in the street. He ain't about that. You know, gang, you don't want that. How y'all know? You don't want. Y'all know that boy? Y'all know that boy? Cause I don't. I know him from dunking and jumping, and I only started knowing him when I started paying attention to him around his last year of college. He come from like a town with 3,000 people. Like what? What y'all expect? Y'all what? Y'all gave him $200 million. I just said a town with 3,000 people. You expect him to be responsible? Nah, we tripping then. Yeah, now we tripping. Yeah, we expecting him to be. That's magic. Cause I could tell you, I come from a real well-raised, beautiful mother, nice. You know what I mean? My mama bust her ass to make sure everything around me was nice. I still was a knucklehead. I shot myself. You know what I mean? So
despite his best intentions, Tunchi couldn't get through to Ja. In fact, he ghosted him after he attempted to reach out through Skip Bayless.
Texted me, he said, hey, can you connect me with Ja? Because I could help him. I've been there. I've done all this. I wound up in prison on Rikers Island. I know what happens. I know where you can go wrong, and I know what's right. I said, I'll try. And I reached out to Ja. Would you sit with Lil Wayne? Would you talk with Lil Wayne? Wayne would fly to him. He'd fly to Memphis in a heartbeat. Tonight, Wayne would private plane
Skip, shut up,
right to Memphis if he thought he could save a career and a soul. I got nothing back.
But even if it wasn't Wayne,
cause bro don't need that. Bro probably got a dad. Even though Wayne probably was on some genuine, bro. bro, like he know, bro, what he did wrong. He don't need niggas to talk to him. That nigga don't know Lil Wayne, nigga. Nigga ain't trying to sit down and talk to Lil Wayne. He know of Lil Wayne, but he don't know that nigga. No, what you trying to do is sit like let's go and just be real, y'all. You would sit down and just talk to a random nigga just out the blue. You know what I mean? I won't sit down and talk to this nigga. I don't know this nigga. Nigga, you a random nigga to me. Despite the Lil Wayne, nigga, despite all that, nigga, I don't know you, nigga. Random nigga just want to talk to me. Nigga, I don't know you, gang. You feel me? I know of you, nigga. I don't know who the freak you is, boy.
Through him, it appears that something eventually
gotta die for that, boy.
As before long, he would be on a redemption arc that seems to suggest that he learned just how coveted the spot he's in truly is. Just 1 week before returning to the court, Ja had to deal with another consequence of his year's worth of misguided behavior. He turned up to the court and faced his civil suit over the allegations that he beat up a 17-year-old.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this video funny, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
He faced his civil suit over the allegations that he beat up a 17-year-old.
And do you recall where it hit you? Left side of my face. Did it hurt? I mean, yeah. Did it feel good? Nah. Were you surprised? Yeah.
Immediately, this seemed like a newly centered Ja. He even took it in his stride as the conduct in the court got progressively ridiculous.
Are those real diamonds?
I'm be laughing at this jump, bro. Did it surprise you? Did it hurt? I mean, are those real diamonds? I know it, man. Hey, man, somebody get me out this stand, man, before I spaz out up there, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you, my patience for people real thin, bro. I ain't gonna cap. People piss me off, bro. People make me cringe, bro. Like, bro, you would have asked me that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm like, bro, somebody get me out this stand right now, bro, before I be suspended for 50K. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man, for real. You know, probably would have damn near walked off the stand, man. You know, what am I doing here? What am I doing here?
While he was freed from any lawsuit hovering over him, Ja still couldn't have been feeling good. Because after everything he had done, his team was faltering without him in a way that could have been avoided, going 1-6 at the beginning of the season, and people didn't let him forget either.
The Memphis Grizzlies walked in the Sunday night's game against the Portland
0-6.
This is a team that is considered a title contender when jamarant is on the court. With him off the court, these dudes are winless. If jamarant was on the floor, we wouldn't be thinking about them like this. We wouldn't be looking at an 0-6 Memphis Grizzlies team. Is he off the court because he's injured? No. Is he off the court because of some kind of family emergency or some kind of tragedy that took place? No. He's off the court because he wasn't thinking about his teammates when he was on it. See, y'all out there encouraging people to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, while you got your hand out for somebody else's money. Shut the hell up. How did that work out for him now? It's all right to love somebody and be pissed off at them for getting in their own way. You ain't selling out, you looking out.
Initially, fans didn't know what to expect from Ja when it was time for him to step back onto the court, but Ja himself insisted that he was more than ready to return.
It's been a process. Obviously thankful for, the support, I had during this time. Obviously it's not easy, not being out there on the floor and, having to watch. But, with everything else, being around the team, being able to practice, being able to travel, the guys just constantly, talking to me and, vice versa. It's been good.
And sure enough, he was. Making his return in December 2023 against the New Orleans Pelicans, scoring 27 of 34 points. Since then, Ja has kept his nose clean and committed himself to the Grizzlies. Flanked by other informed players like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Canadian rookie Zach Edey, Ja has guided the Memphis team to their current position of 4th in the
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I honestly think, bro, nah, they wouldn't beat OKC. I ain't gonna lie. They'll lose in OKC. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly think, bro, like, honestly, that the Warriors would have lost to the Grizzlies, bro, if Ja didn't get hurt, though. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Like, Ja's still performing at a high level, though. I ain't gonna lie. He's still, like, the best player on the team.
Conference. Despite getting less game time, Ja has earned 20.7 points per game and 44.7 from the field, 7.4 assists per game, 32.1% from the three, and 55.7% in true shooting percentage. As a result, he's back on the right path towards being held in the highest esteem. Those assist numbers are quietly impressive too. Ja's not just getting buckets, he's making—
now everybody's gonna love him again now.
That separates good from great. He's even at the stage where he's scoring by accident while attempting assists.
Morant, another— oh, he put it in! Threw it in. Bagley was looking for the lob.
But above all, he has found a way to channel all that energy he was dedicating to gangster posturing into something productive by bringing a little animosity back to the sport when viewing figures are in free fall.
What is it about this Laker team? It always—
I don't like them. They knocked me out the playoffs. And then last year, we, had a game and they came in here and popped it on our home floor when I was in street clothes. So I wasn't a night. I told them that last time too.
This, along with his playing style, has garnered comparisons to none other than AI, which even the Sixers—
I like that. I like that. What you say though? What you say? What you say, gang?
Something productive by bringing a little—
you say you don't like who, G?
To the sport when viewing figures are in—
you say you don't like who?
What is it about this Laker team? It always—
I don't like them.
You don't like us, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you don't like us for, gang? You know what I'm saying? You don't like us why? Cause we put straight belt to booty, bro. You don't like us, we don't like you either, bro. I ain't gonna even cap to you, bro. Don't speak on gang them like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't speak on bro them like that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I get serious about that. I ain't gonna cap to you. You feel me? Straight up. I ain't gonna lie. Don't even speak my bro them like that.
Knocked me out the playoffs, and then last year we had a game and they came in here and popped it on our home floor when I was in street clothes.
Yeah, we ain't popping on your home floor when you was in street. Yeah, you said you was in street clothes last time. I remember when you wasn't in street clothes, we still popped it on you, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, it get real serious, bro, about this sports junk. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me advocate them Grizzlies, real talk. You feel me? You know your boy Warriors K. You know what I'm saying? You know your boy freaking, Warriors K, Celtics K, man. You know I'm all that K. You feel me? Barbecues K. You feel me? But y'all don't even, you ain't no op, boy. Stop trying to start beef, boy. You know what I'm saying? For it really be that, for real, you know what I mean?
Last year, we, had a game and they came in here and popped it on our home floor and I was in street clothes.
You won in street clothes last time.
I told them that last time, too.
Yeah, you won in street clothes last time, okay.
Has garnered comparisons to none other than AI, which even the Sixers legend himself has said the eye test is...
You saying that, though, G?
Iverson said during an interview,
it made me don't want you on the Lakers, bro.
That I've had a conversation with, that I've heard on social media on everything, is me and him being compared. You look at the size, well, everybody's taller than me. The attitude, the if it's me against you, it's me, the way his teammates feel about him, the greatest feeling that I had as a player was my teammates feeling like if they had me with them, then we could beat anybody. And I feel like that's Ja's squad. That's how they feel about him. We got him. We can beat anybody. Now riding high once more, Gilbert Arenas has even gone as far as to say that he's the man to take the mantle of star from LeBron.
There's only one person they're going to look back at. But jersey sales, everything.
AI,
he's there.
Like AI and Kobe. We need some.
The future is all foreigners.
That what?
No, I just named 3 of them. Then you're going to add Wemby.
Do we need more American stars?
Particularly as even after everything that's happened.
Nigga, we all know, you know what I'm saying, that the face of the league, if he wins, when he wins, is SGA. You know what I'm saying? The face of the league, SGA. You know what I mean? As of right now, if SGA wins the finals, you know what I'm saying, then win final MVP, finals, wins the ring, then win finals MVP, and then win MVP in the same season, you know what I'm saying? It's freaking, that man said it's Ant-Man. It's freaking SGA, man.
He has the 7th best selling jersey of the year, thus far out of the entirety of the league.
So we got 1 and 2, right?
Jalen Brunson.
Number 3, right?
I'm really saying Jason Tatum, though. I ain't gonna come.
Very quiet. 4, very quiet.
Great podcast, though.
5, overseas. Now you got 6, 7, right? 6, 7, and 12. For the American.
In another instance, he went further with it too and suggested it wasn't even a hypothetical situation, just a matter of timing.
Who got suspended? They took your shoe off. They got 1,000 emails and they had to put it back in and it sold out. Who was that guy?
Kyrie Irving. Demetrius Jamal Morant.
Okay, thank you. That was the person that was next in line. He had a fall.
That's a fact.
All they're doing is waiting for him to clean up. Yeah. It's gonna be him because the person who controls the kids controls the market.
No, for sure.
That was Kyrie.
I get it.
That's Ja.
I get it.
Those are the 2 people who controlled the kids. When the NBA is ready, Memphis is coming off that guy.
Whether it was the public backlash, a wake-up call.
He said Memphis is coming off that guy? What you mean?
Those are the 2 people who controlled the kids. When the NBA is ready, Memphis is coming off that guy.
Whether it was the public backlash,
so I was trying to tell y'all, bro.
His father, the sting of losing
$8
million in
I feel like
suspensions,
jamarant,
the realization that his opportunity is bigger than just him. Ja has made a serious effort to turn his life and career around. Now, the real test is whether he can stay on course, continue to mature, and fulfill his potential as one of the all-time greats. It's your boy Luesta, and I want to thank y'all for watching today's video.
But they don't like Hurts, boy. They don't like that nigga, boy.
I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.
They don't like that nigga, man. Word to gang, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody for joining the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? We just had to watch that video about my boy, you know what I'm saying? About my boy, Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? If y'all did, y'all remember, bro, everybody, look, everybody in this chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in this chat. Y'all remember, I want y'all know every time, bro. Nigga, every freaking stream, bro. Every time I end the stream, bro, y'all ask me for Madden 26, bro. I did all that. But every time I hit the every time I end stream, bro, y'all know, bro. Straight to YouTube, bro. So y'all remember, bro, y'all go show her some love, man. You know what I mean? Go show old girl some support. You know what I'm saying? If y'all mess with me, y'all should mess with her for sure. You know what I'm saying? If y'all really mess with me, bro, y'all should mess with Shorty. But like I said, y'all, bro, not tell her it was from me, bro. I just subscribe to her and watch her, bro. Don't say I shouted her out or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just watch her and like her for her. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And watch her videos too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you support me, support her. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? If you rock with gang them, you rock with me, bro. Rock with Shorty over there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But nah, though, man. Her link is going to be in the description. You know what I mean? Not on the stream, but you know, with the first video I dropped. So y'all make sure y'all go tune in. It's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy, fan of the beats, man. Boy Jay out, man, gang.